episode 21 of the Fit Pro podcast. Welcome back, listeners. I'm your host, Marvin Faze, and this is the Fit Pro podcast. I think we're up to episode 21. Holy shit. Where does the time go? It was just like yesterday we started this podcast, and now we're up to episode 21. I guess time flies when you're having fun. We've basically done a season of a TV show, and that is pretty fucking crazy. Now, today's episode, listeners, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think I listened to a podcast today with Joe Rogan, and he actually confirmed that, yeah, you're thinking about the right thing. Basically, you are not a finished product. Now, what does that mean? You are not a finished product means you're always learning, you're always growing. But there are some people out there that feel that they have grown enough. Now, I'm going to say those people are full of shit, because you can always invest in yourself, you can always grow. And I've got a few examples of Facebook. So I asked a question of all my Facebook friends a few days ago about how do you invest in yourself? Because investing in yourself ultimately is, our way of growing. It's our way of getting better. You're never too old to learn. And, the people that say, I know everything I need to know and I'm done, those people are full of shit, right? So when we talk about investing in yourself, now what does that mean? Investing in yourself means becoming wiser every day. Becoming wiser, growing. That's what investing in yourself is all about. I'm trying to find the post on Facebook because I'm unprepared, but and now messages are coming through, but I'm really unprepared. That's the Fit Pro podcast. Found it. Beautiful. Now, when we're teenagers, we feel like we know it all, and then we basically become adults. So we go into our 20s where we're adults, where we're not really adults, and we look back and we go, man, as teenagers we were dumb as shit. We did some stupid shit. You know what? That doesn't change. When you're in your 30s, from what I've heard, you look back and you go, man, in my 20s, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And then when you're in your 40s, you go, nah, I'm really an adult. And then your 50s and so on and so forth. So, even though, and these are people that, 99% of people, no, that's unfair. A lot of people stop growing when they finish school. They stop growing when they go to finish university and they get into their job and they go, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And that's fair enough if that's your path. But for most people, most of us out there in today's day and age that have goals, that have aspirations and want to change things, you need to be growing daily and you need to be figuring out how to invest in yourself. For example, I invest in myself and this podcast by actually paying to get a mentorship program so that I can have somebody who's way more successful than me look over my product and go, this is what you need to improve, this is how you do it, this is how you do the next step. Okay, it cuts the learning curve. Could I do this any other way? Like, is all the information out there for free? Absolutely, it's out there for free. Do I have the money to invest to be able to learn quicker? Yes, absolutely. So why would I struggle going out and looking? It doesn't build character, it just proves stubbornness. If you have the means to be able to increase your knowledge quicker, to be able to grow quicker, do it. Because like we spoke in the last podcast, time waits for no man. Okay? The time is going to pass. And with that time passing, you're going to miss opportunities. So if you've got the means to be able to grow yourself quicker, do it. So that's just one form of investing. How do you invest in yourself? I want you to think about that. On your drive to work or in the gym today, how do you invest in yourself? There's lots of ways. There's lots of ways of investing in yourself, whether it be going to the gym, investing in your health, eating properly, investing in your health, reading books, investing in your knowledge, getting a mentor, investing in your knowledge, or getting a mentor is the biggest one, I would feel, or going to seminars, going to trainings. There's so many ways to invest in yourself. R&R, downtime, that's investing in yourself. Playing with your kids, getting out of work, that's investing in yourself, in your family. Now, I got a few examples, so it's not just me. These are people that have commented on my Facebook page, and these are industry leaders in their own right. I will leave a link to each and every one of these people that commented on this. Where's my screen gone? There it is. They commented on this post, and first person to comment, there's a few actually, I was really impressed with the feedback. Mario Pagua, he's a good friend of mine, hopefully we get him on the show one day. He's a business coach for fitness professionals, so you need him. Now, Mario says, I'm fast-tracking my learning and my business by being in 3 masterminds with an investment of $70,000 a year. Now, Mario's he's very successful in what he does, and he has the means to be able to invest himself that much. Do you need to do that? No. You don't need to spend $70,000 a year. But when you get to his level, that's how much it costs to be able to fast-track your business. Right, so I'm not telling everybody go out there and spend $70,000. What I am saying is go out there and spend some money on yourself. We spend money on shit anyway. We spend money on PlayStation games, Xbox games, on junk, on just pointless shit. Do you really need 50 shoes? I know I do, but do you? Do you need 50 shoes? Do you need another dress? Do you need another set of clothes that you already have hundreds of sets of? No, nobody needs that shit. And I think you can hear the parrot in the background. This is what I have to deal with every day. I need to invest so I can get away from this parrot. Now, next person. So thanks for that, Mario. Next we have Jade. Jade invests in herself by getting in front of the greatest minds of our time. She just came back from an all-time trip with Joe Dispenza, Dan Millman, John DeMartini. If you're not growing, you're dying. I made a pact with myself for daily learning, reading, and implementing. Phone goes on flight mode when I get to bed and doesn't get turned on until I've nailed my meditation, walked my dog, nailed my fan bam time, a smoothie smashed, self-practice, workout done, and PD sorted. This last year, she implemented a play money account and is purely for self-indulgence, massages, shopping, and spoiling herself. I am 2 hands in the air for investing in all sides of yourself. Perfect, Jade. That is a great example of investing in yourself in every way. Jade is a very professional network marketer in a very big company, and she's doing really well for herself. And I'll leave a link to her stuff as well. But thanks for that, Jade. That's a good all-round way of looking at it. That's a holistic way, and that's what she's about. Holistic as fuck. All right, next we got Russell. Russell, lots of audiobooks and connecting with mentors. Networking is key. When I travel, which is pretty much always, I invest in good food and good accommodation. Makes a massive difference. With limited time for seminars, reading, and reaching out to your network and beyond, growth will happen. So Russell's a very different situation. He's constantly traveling. He's actually a Forex trader. And audiobooks. I love audiobooks. That's what I do. That's my form of self-investment, bar the mentorship programs that I'm in. But yeah, audiobooks, I listen to at least 2 a week, and I'm constantly on podcasts, listening to those, expanding my vocabulary, listening to other people that are great in this industry so that I can be great in this industry as well. Thanks for that, Russell. Neil Duplessis. Well, he's going to kill me. Neil. Every day, I take the time to look after myself. I invest time to make proper meals, exercise, and adequate sleep. You buy time back because you have the energy to perform the tasks needed for each week. Speak English, Marvin. With the focus you owe, whatever it is you need to get done. And yeah, that's another way of investing in yourself. It's not a monetary value. It's just making time for yourself. We are so caught up in today's world where we are out there to please everybody else except ourselves. Ultimately, our health means the most. Okay. Vuyani Moshero, he was our last guest on the show, and Neil's actually our next guest on the show. This one's pretty cool. I make a pretty big deal of trying to never eat alone, eating out at least once a week with guys who are outside my profession, that are friends and like to think are rather successful in their field. I do this because the conversations that go on over good food are very stimulating, and everyone has so many perspectives to offer when we discuss one another's careers. It's like getting into one big think tank without you really being aware of it. And without fail, I always leave satisfied from the good food and with 1 or 2 ideas that I intend on implementing into my practice. I am butchering the English language. I'm tired, give me a break. I still need to learn how to breathe while talking on the mic. But Vuyani makes an excellent point. That's a very creative way of investing in yourself by basically putting yourself in situations with people from different professions. I feel everybody has a good idea and everybody can learn from everybody. And that's a great example of learning from everybody. Because someone might see something from a different point of view that you don't see. And this will help you out a hell of a lot. Alright, Craig Knight. Meditation and tons of reading. My mind is one of the most important things to me. Like building muscle in the gym, it is muscle that must be worked, and in my opinion, worked far more. That's that's another great way of investing in yourself. You've got to be able to expand your mind. Whether that is with books, speaking to people, or just expanding your mind of what is actually possible out there. Excuse me. Now, expanding it's like building a muscle. Your brain is very much like a muscle. You got to stretch it. You got to do the reps. You got to get the hypertrophy going. And if you're not constantly challenging yourself, then there's no way your mind can grow. So, great one, Craig. Last but not least, we got Nick Ritchie. We work 6 hours daily in the morning, Monday to Friday, then closed. After that, it's all reading, personal development, relaxing, and having fun. You either run your business or it runs you. That's how we set up our strategies from the start. Perfect, Nick. Those who don't know Nick, hopefully we get him on the show as well. He runs a plant-based gym in New Zealand, of all places to run a plant-based gym. But he's doing super, super successfully. And perfect, man. He's got a set structure to his day. He's one of the biggest PD activists I know, so personal development activist. He's also an NLP coach. He's a very, very smart man, and it shows. If you have the chance to run your own business and you can only work 6 hours a day, isn't that why you do it? All right, 6 hours a day to 0 hours a day is how you want to be running a business, and he's already started. And yeah, that's great. That's awesome. I love that. And those are the examples. So as you can see, there's lots of examples of how you can invest in yourself. I won't talk much longer because this is supposed to be a very short, sweet, to the point podcast today. And hopefully you got something out of that. There's so many different ways to invest in yourself, and if you're not doing right by yourself by doing this, then you're not growing. You're dying. Okay. So next time you're looking at yourself in the mirror, or you're doing something you don't enjoy, or you're at work and you want to be out of work and you want to be doing what you want to do, think to yourself, when last did I invest in myself? When last did I make a conscious effort to really invest in myself? Have I stopped growing? Have I stopped learning? Have I stopped learning in a way that is beneficial to where I want to be? I want you to think about that. And if you maybe have another example of how to invest yourself that I didn't mention today, make sure you go to Twitter, FitPro Podcast, and shoot me a tweet. Let me know how do you invest in yourself so that we can serve each other. If you head to FitPro Podcast on Facebook, you can like the page and leave a comment on, how do you invest in yourself? That being said, listeners, this is episode 21 of the FitPro Podcast. Nice, short, sweet, no longer than 15 minutes, and in your face. Okay, invest in yourself. Okay, are you a complete version of yourself? Have you stopped growing? No? If those answers are no and no, you need to invest in yourself. You need to grow. You need to challenge yourself daily, and you need to listen to the FitPro Podcast. Peace.